The midfield is the heart of any football team, and it's no different in Football Manager. You do not want to get caught out like Jurgen Klopp this season, finding out that Milner, Henderson, maybe even Thiago is too old for his team. If you're on the lookout for some younger Wonderkid midfielders, look no further than this midfield diamond of Wonderkid Diamonds. We're going to start at the bottom of the midfield diamond, the heart of the spine in the defensive midfield position, and Warren Zaire-Emery at PSG looks like the perfect Wonderkid in this year's game. Now those attributes might look a little bit average at first, but that 15 determination that he's got in my version, he might have very similar in yours, and the fairly determined attitude should improve those a lot as he develops in his game. He's 16, he's at PSG, he's going to develop nicely in a midfield position. If we move up that midfield spine and look at the MC or AMC position options, I'm going to give you Desiree Doué at Rennes. He's already looking like a fantastic player at 17 years old, somewhere between 4.7 and 14 million according to the in-game valuation. You might end up paying a bit more than that as always, but look at how he can control a ball. 14 on dribbling, first touch, technique and flair is already looking fantastic. Couple that with the 13 passing and 13 vision and you can see how you've got a great playmaker in him. 15 determination and a fairly determined attitude is how he's come out in my version of the game at least. That is going to develop really nicely into a fantastic playmaker that you can use to control the tempo and spray passes out to the rest of your team. If you're looking for an alternative, why not look at Archie Gray at Leeds? He's a little bit worse in my game, but he's also a year younger. 13 determination, but he might have slightly higher on yours. So go have a look at Archie Gray. He could be a fantastic alternative to Doué. Okay, let's consider some wide midfielders that you can use as well. Out on the right hand side, we're going to go to Palmeiras. Endrick is the Wonderkid that everyone knows at Palmeiras, but there is another one. Luis Guilherme is already looking like a fantastic midfield prospect. He can actually play across a number of positions in the midfield. He can play on the left, on the right, or in the centre. In those central or advanced positions, you could even utilise him as a striker. The reason I put him out on the right is because that pace, 15 acceleration, 14 pace as he's shown up in my game, coupled with some really good dribbling, finishing, first touch, technique, and that 15 determination and a fairly determined attitude. He's only 16, so you're going to have to wait a few years if you want to sign him from Brazil. He's pretty cheap, but they won't let him leave until he's 18 years old. You can look at him for the next few years, try and get him into your game. Luis Guilherme is going to be fantastic as a prospect. If you're looking for an alternative out on the right hand side, look at the Scottish player at Liverpool, Ben Doak. He's only 16 years old. He's a bit more of a natural winger. You don't see many of those nowadays. Good acceleration and pace, coupled with fantastic dribbling, crossing and first touch, with a really good determination and attitude means he's going to develop really nicely. Keep an eye on him at Liverpool. You can use him on the right hand side. You can also use him on the left hand side, probably as an inside winger of some sorts. Ben Doak at Liverpool. For the left hand side, I have come to Belgium, to Anderlecht, and we've got Julian Duranville. He's also only 16 and he's got 17 acceleration and 15 pace in this version that I've just picked up to here. So he's really quick down there on the wing. Couple that with a really good ball control, fantastic dribbling, flair and technique. He's got 14 in all of those in the version I've picked up here. Good determination and personality. Julian Duranville could be a fantastic prospect out on that left wing for you. I have one final suggestion for you. He's actually less of an alternative and more for the player I would go for immediately. He's at Bayern Munich. He's going to cost you around 20 million, but I have managed to pick him up. They are willing to sell him. He looks absolutely fantastic. Paul Vanna, and you can see he can play across all the positions in the midfield. Even you can use him at left back or striker if you're so inclined. And you can see his attributes here are already looking fantastic. Lots of 14s, 13s across the park. The determination could be a little bit higher. See how high it is in your game. I've got a 13 here, but it could be better. Spirited personality is not the worst thing though. He could develop really nicely. If you're using Paul Vanna, let me know how he's getting on in your save. Hopefully that shores up your midfield for the future. If you sign any of these guys, let me know in the comments down below how they're getting on. Or if there's anyone else you found and I've missed them off, let me know who they are down in the comments. Your midfield sorted, you've still got to sort out the defense though. Why not go look at this video of Wonderkid defenders you could sign. There's a back four in there that you could go get and make your team a lot better. Imagine this, a whole team of Wonderkids. What a prospect. Go check out this video on Wonderkid defenders.